Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Hope you're all doing well. Today I've got something a little bit different for you, but also another passion of mine, and I love collecting anyway, so it doesn't just have to be the usual motorsport models. But today I have the WWF Hulkamania Hulk Hogan in front of me, created by PCS. It's a 1:4 scale statue, and it brings back so many nostalgia memories for me from when I was a kid. Used to absolutely love wrestling. And these statues that PCS are doing look great, so I had to pull the trigger and buy one. So this shows the 24-inch pythons of the Hulk in Hulkamania. It stands 24.5 inches tall, with the Hulkster flexing his famous arms muscles as he steps proudly into the ring to smash another opponent. Circular base is approximately 10 inches wide, and it features Hulk Hogan on the base, as you can see in a second, with red, white, and yellow to match the iconic Hulkamania colour scheme. So what I want to do is just give you an overview of this statue, my thoughts on it, and hopefully if you're on the fence as to whether to buy this or not, it'll sway your opinion. Now, as you can see from the picture in front of you, the item comes in a massive shipper box, which is nearly 31 inches tall. It's also well protected from dinks at the edges with the plastic protectors. It's really heavy, so overall gross weight is nearly 20 pounds, so it does take some lifting. It's a bit of a surprise when the postman comes knocking at your door. Also, I've got number 26 of 600 that are made of these, so they are quite limited edition, and I believe they are pretty much sold out from all distributors across the world. Opening the shipper box then, the actual box inside is then further protected by more polystyrene, and it's housed inside a clear bag, as you can see on the picture. And once you've taken that off, you can see the art box, absolutely lovely. Superb picture of the actual statue on the front of Hulk Hogan. Really bright box. It's looking good. Good quality cardboard as well. A lot thicker than I was expecting. And overall, it's just a nice looking piece on the outside and makes you want to get it cracked open and get that statue out. So the side of the box shows the statue in full. That's the same on either side. And the back has another superb high definition picture of the Hulkster with some of the blurb at the bottom. Once you crack the top of the package open, it then shows you that the item is then housed inside the polystyrene prison, which is strapped together for further protection again. So once you've undone the straps and lifted off the top of the polystyrene, you're met with the base and the statue in full. Now the picture doesn't really do it justice, but these two are massive, so the base is a lot bigger and a lot deeper than I was expecting, which you'll see in a second. The statue also, it comes in one piece, so there's no fiddling with the assembly and no sort of hard instructions to follow. It's all in one, which also means that there's no seam lines, which is great. So I've had a couple of statues before where there's just really noticeable seam lines. Straight away, first thing that I noticed here was colours brilliant, everything pops, and Hulk Hogan has also got that hot dog skin colour, which he was known for and looks fantastic. I've got the picture here, which also shows you the bottom of the base. So Hulk Hogan 1:4 scale statue, again showing the edition that I've got, 26 of 600 with some more of the blurb. Also, I've got a picture showing the Hulk Hogan logo at the side. Now, with these wrestling statues, this is consistent with the rest of the line. So, if you've got the Ultimate Warrior, then it's in the sort of the same vein with the base, so they'll all display well together. At the top of the base, it's clearly evident where the keys go, which are on the bottom of the Hulkster's feet, which I'll show you in a second. So they key in really easy, and this was mine anyway. I'm not sure if they're all like this, but it was really flush and looks absolutely seamless. So next up then, I'll just give you a quick rotation of the base so you can see what it looks like in full. Now, so after the easily assembly of the statue, with it all being in one piece, you can now see on the screen how imposing it is, and it looks so much better in person than it does on the picture, although I do still think it looks great with what I'm showing you now. Now, with any statue or any collectible figure, they basically live or die on the head sculpt. And luckily, I think this one is absolutely spot on for the era that they're going for. As you can see here, look at the details on there. They've got all the wrinkles in the right places, all of his facial features dimple in his chin, that handlebar mustache. From any angle that you rotate this statue, that face sculpt looks exactly like Hulk Hogan in my opinion. The hair, the texture, it really is a great piece. Starting at the top of the statue then, you have that bandana with the Hulkamania on, the red bandana. Great details on that as well. We've just touched upon the head sculpt. It looks absolutely fantastic. You've got the yellow Hulkamania top on. It's nicely weathered as well. It's fully sculpted, so it's not fabric, which in my opinion is better, much easier for cleaning dust off. Now the skin, I already mentioned, but my opinion again, it's the correct skin colour for him. We've been that hot dog tan in Florida, lucky boy. And there's some superb texturing on the skin. It just looks so real. Now, Hulk Hogan wasn't masculinely vascular, but he does have a lot of veins in his forearm, especially on the statue, and in those 24-inch pythons. It's just right, and then moving down to the details on the fists and knuckles. Superb detailing on there. It really is fantastic, and he's got the white wrist wrist protectors on as well. He's got his famous yellow pants, which again are nicely weathered, and then moving down to the legs. Superb tan and detailing yet again on these. Not too much separation in the muscle, as he was quite a chunky guy. We've got the red knee pads on there. Gloss yellow boots, which looks fantastic with the white laces. Overall, everything just looks really good on here. The pose, the skin texture, the colour, everything just pops out. And like I say, the star of the show really is that face sculpt, as you can see. I think overall it's just a beautiful looking piece from top to bottom, and it's really imposing standing at that 24.5 inches tall. It's absolutely massive. In my opinion, this is the best wrestling statue that they've brought out so far. I have seen in person the Ultimate Warrior and the Rock statue, both which have the faults. I do believe this one's better than those. Steve Austin looks fantastic. I haven't actually seen that one in person, and that one's even bigger. I think that one's 27 inches taller because it's got the ring base. But I'm just so pleased with this. It looks absolutely brilliant. What I'm going to do now is just be quiet for a second and run some video footage, just going to the top, the bottom to the top of the statue, to give you an in-depth look at more of the details with the close-up video. overall, do I recommend this statue? Absolutely. If you're a wrestling fan, yep. If you're a Hulk Hogan fan, it's a complete must. Great statue. Now, on to the cost. This cost me, shipped to the UK, £470. So these things aren't cheap, but I thought that was a great price. Got to be careful with the UK now because of the import charges after Brexit, but luckily I could find someone in the UK that was selling one and it was in as new condition. And as you can see, there's absolutely nothing wrong with it whatsoever. Brilliant looking piece. I'm actually debating now whether to get the Steve Austin, as I can get that one for about £580 in the UK as well. And I can obviously uh, display that one next to this statue, and they're my two favourite wrestlers. And I think that'll be my line of the collection done. As I'm not too fussed about the Ultimate Warrior, even though I do love him. But like I say, I've seen that statue in person. It's just, in my opinion, not as good as this one. Hope you've enjoyed this video. It's something a little bit different. It won't sort of become a regular thing on a channel, I wouldn't have thought, 'cause these things aren't cheap. But I hope you've enjoyed it anyway, and have a lovely day everyone, and thanks for watching. Cheers, bye.